past it, but I am grateful to be here. I drove all the way up from Edmonton yesterday. It was a 7-hour drive. Got home around midnight, and it is beautiful and sunny outside. Gonna go do some aquafit after this, so I'm going to get myself into the Word. I've got my cozy drink. I've got my cats nearby. I hope you've got. I'm going to be using the YouVersion Bible app on my iPad, and I've got my Kindle open on my iPad as well, to the Bible in 52 weeks, a year-long Bible study for women. If you click the link below, then you can see all the links. It's like a support me, but I'd probably buy coffee. I'm trying to start at 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time. It is currently 8:43 a.m. Mountain Time, so I'm a little late and I'm sorry. I was testing out this microphone this morning. I don't know how much it's working. I'm going to know if it helps a lot. Because I'm wondering if it can also pick up the environment around me a bit. I hear birds and it sings beautifully. If you have some time afterwards, check out some other videos from the series. I'm trying my best to get through the Bible in a year. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and to comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about today's reading or other readings, or if you're able to follow along with this journey. That would be so great. I'm going to be reading through, and I'm going to be sharing some thoughts afterward. And going to be reading week 8, day 5, Numbers chapter 10 to 13. I'm going to pray to get started. Oh God, I thank you so much for this new day. Thank you for safe driving yesterday. Thank you that my cats are okay, that the house is fine. That it is a beautiful day with gorgeous weather, sun shining, birds singing, a hot cup of coffee. Please bless anybody that joins, that listens. Father, I ask that you would move their heart, that they could hear what you have to say through the book of Numbers today, and that you go before us today, that you meet us where we are at, that you bless them. And we thank you for this new day, God, that you've made us and you love us. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, wow. Good morning. Hello. Please do comment below or share. I'm so glad you're here. We're starting Numbers chapter 10. The Lord said to Moses, "Make 2 trumpets of hammered silver and use them for calling the community together and for having the camp set out. When both are sounded, the whole community is to assemble before you at the entrance to the tent of meeting. If only one is sounded, the leaders, the heads of the clans of Israel, are to assemble before you. When a trumpet blast is sounded, the tribes camping on the east are to set out. At the sounding of the second blast, the camps on the south are to set out. The blast will be the signal for setting out. To gather the assembly below, blow the trumpets, but not with the signal for setting out. The sons of Aaron, the priests, are to blow the trumpets. This is to be a lasting ordinance for you and the generations to come. When you go into battle in your own land against an enemy who is oppressing you, sound a blast on the trumpets. Then you will be remembered by the Lord your God and rescued from your enemies. Also, at your times of rejoicing, your appointed festivals and the new moon feasts, you are to sound the trumpets over your burnt offerings and fellowship offerings, and they will be a memorial for you before your God. I am the Lord your God. On the 12th day of the 2nd month of the 2nd year, the cloud lifted from above the tabernacle of the covenant law. Then the Israelites set out from the desert of Sinai and traveled from place to place until the cloud came to rest on the desert of Paran. they set out, this first time, at the Lord's command through Moses. The divisions of the camp of Judah went first. Under their standard, Nation, son of Amminadab, was in command. Nathaniel, son of Zuar, was over the division of the tribe of Issachar. And Eliab, son of Helon, was over the division of tribe of Zebulun. Then the tabernacle was taken down, and the Gershonites and Merarites who carried it set out. The divisions of the camp of Reuben went out. Next, under their standard, Eliezer, son of Sidur, was in command. Shelumiel, son of Zurishaddai, was over the division of the tribe of Simeon, and Elisaph, son of Duel, was over the division of the tribe of Gad. Then the Kohathites set out, carrying the holy things. The tabernacle was to be set up before they arrived. The division of the camp of Ephraim went next. Under their standard, Elishama, son of Ammihud, was in command. Gamaliel, son of Pedazur, was over the division of the tribe of Manasseh. And Abidan, son of Gideoni, was over the division of the tribe of Benjamin. Finally, as the rear guard of all the units, the divisions of the camp of Dan set out under their standard. Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai, was in command. Pagiel, son of Okran, was over the division of the tribe of Asher. And Ahira, son of Enan, was over the division of the tribe of Naphtali. This was the order of march for the Israelites' division as they set out. Now Moses said to Hobab, son of Reuel in Midian, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, we are setting out for the place about which the Lord said, I will give it to you. Come with us, and we will treat you well, for the Lord has promised good things to Israel. He answered, No, I will not go. I am going back to my own land and my own people. But Moses said, Please do not leave us. You know where we should camp in the wilderness, and you can be our eyes. If you come with us, we will share with you whatever good things the Lord gives us. So they set out from the mountain of the Lord and traveled for 3 days. The ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them during the 3 days to find them a place to rest. The cloud of the Lord was over them by day, and when they set out from camp. The cloud of the Lord was over them by day when they set out from the camp. Whenever the ark set out, Moses said, Rise up, Lord. May your enemies be scattered. May your foes flee before us. Whenever it came to rest, he said, Return, Lord, to the countless thousands of Israel. Numbers chapter 11. Now the people complained about their hardships in the hearing of the Lord. And when he heard them, his anger was aroused. Then fire from the Lord burned among them and consumed some of the outskirts of the camp. When the people cried out to Moses, he prayed to the Lord, and the fire died down. So that place was called Taberah, because fire from the Lord had burned among them. The rabble with them began to crave other food. And again the Israelites started wailing and said, If only we had meat to eat. Remember the fish we ate in Egypt at no cost? Also the cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlic. But now we have lost our appetite. We never see anything but this manna. The manna was like coriander seed and looked like resin. The people went around gathering it and then ground it in a hand mill or crushed it in the mortar. They cooked it in a pot or made it into loaves, and it tasted something made with olive oil. When the dew settled on the camp at night, the manna also came down. Moses heard the people of every family wailing at the entrance to the tents. The Lord became exceedingly angry, and Moses was troubled. He asked the Lord, "Why have you brought this trouble on your servant? What have I done to displease you, that you put the burden of all these people on me? Did I conceive all these people? Did I give them birth? Why do you tell me to carry them in my arms, as a nurse carries an infant, to the land you promised on oath to their ancestors? Where can I get meat for all these people? They keep wailing to me, 'Give us meat to eat.' I cannot carry all these people by myself. The burden is too heavy for me. If this is how you are going to treat me, please go ahead and kill me, if I have found favor in your eyes, and do not let me face my own ruin." The Lord said to Moses, "Bring me 70 of Israel's elders who are known to you as leaders and officials among the people. Have them come to the tent of meeting, that they may stand there with you. I will come down and speak with you there, and I will take some of the power of the Spirit that is on you and put it on them. They will share the burden of the people with you, that you will not They will share the burden of the people with you, so that you will not have to carry it alone. Tell the people, 'Consecrate yourselves in preparation for tomorrow, when you will eat meat.' The Lord heard you when you wailed, 'If only we had meat to eat. We were better off in Egypt.' Now the Lord will give you meat, and you will eat it. You will not eat it for just 1 day or 2 days or 5 or 10 or 20 days, but a whole month, until it comes out of your nostrils and you loathe it, because you have rejected the Lord, who is among you, and have wailed before him, saying, 'Why did we ever leave Egypt?' But Moses said, 'Here I am among 600,000 men on foot, and you say, I will give them meat to eat for a whole month. Would you have enough if flocks and herds were slaughtered for them? Would they have enough if all the fish in the sea were caught for them?' The Lord answered Moses, 'Is the Lord's arm too short? Now you will see whether or not what I say will come true for you.' So Moses went out and told the people what the Lord had said. He brought together 70 of the elders and had them stand around the tent. Then the Lord came down in the cloud and spoke to him, and he took some of the power of the Spirit that was on him and put it on the 70 elders. When the Spirit rested on them, they prophesied, but did not do so again. However, 2 men, whose names were Eldad and Medad, had remained in the camp. They were listed among the elders, but did not go out to the tent. Yet the Spirit also rested on them, and they prophesied in the camp. A young man who ran and told Moses, 'Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp.' Joshua, son of Nun, who had been Moses' aide since youth, spoke up and said, 'Moses, my Lord, stop them.' But Moses replied, 'Are you jealous for my sake? I wish that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his Spirit on them.' But Moses and the elders of Israel returned to the camp. Now a wind went out from the Lord and drove quail in from the sea. It scattered them up 2 cubits deep all around the camp, as far as the day's walk in any direction. All that day and night, and all the next day, the people went out and gathered quail. No one gathered less than 10 homers. Then they spread them out all around the camp. But while the meat was still between their teeth, and before it could be consumed, the anger of the Lord burned against the people, and he struck them with a severe plague. Therefore, the place was named Kibroth Hattava, because they buried the people who had craved other food. From Kibroth Hattava, the people traveled to Hazeroth and stayed there. Numbers chapter 12. Miriam and Aaron began to talk against Moses because of his Cushite wife, for he had married a Cushite. Has the Lord spoken only through Moses? They asked. Hasn't he also spoken through us? And the Lord heard this. Now Moses was a very humble man, more humble than anyone else on the face of the earth. At once the Lord said to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam, "Come out to the tent of meeting, all three of you." So the three of them went out. Then the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud. He stood at the entrance to the tent and summoned Aaron and Miriam. When the two of them stepped forward, he said, "Listen to my words. When there is a prophet among you, I, the Lord, reveal myself to them in visions. I speak to them in dreams. But this is not true of my servant Moses. He is faithful in all my house. With him I speak face to face, clearly and not in riddles. He sees the form of the Lord. Why then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?" The anger of the Lord burned against them, and he left them. Gala. Verse 9. The anger of the Lord burned against them, and he left them. Verse 10. When the cloud lifted from above the tent, Miriam's skin was leprous. It became as white as snow. Aaron turned toward her and saw that she had a defiling skin disease. And he said to Moses, "Please, my Lord, I ask you not to hold against us the sin we have so foolishly committed. Do not let her be like a stillborn infant coming from its mother's womb, with its flesh half eaten away." So Moses cried out to the Lord, "Please, God, heal her." The Lord replied to Moses, "If her father had spit in her face, would she not have been in disgrace for 7 days? Confine her outside the camp for 7 days. After that, she can be brought back." So Miriam was confined outside the camp for 7 days, and the people did not move on till she was brought back. After that, the people left Hazeroth and encamped in the desert of Paran. And Numbers 13, the last chapter for today. The Lord said to Moses, "Send some men to explore the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the Israelites. From each ancestral tribe, send one of the Israelites." So at the Lord's command, Moses sent them out from the desert of Paran. All of them were leaders of the Israelites. These are all the names. From the tribe of Reuben, Shemua, son of Zakur. From the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat, son of Hori. From the tribe of Judah, Caleb, son of Jephunneh. From the tribe of Issachar, Igal, son of Joseph. From the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea, son of Nun. From the tribe of Benjamin, Palti, son of Raphu. From the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel, son of Sodi. From the tribe of Manasseh, a tribe of Joseph, Gadi, son of Susi. From the tribe of Dan, Amaliel, son of Gamali. From the tribe of Asher, Sethur, son of Michael. From the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi, son of Vopsi. From the tribe of Gad, Guel, son of Maki. These are the names of the men Moses sent to explore the land. Moses gave Hoshea, son of Nun, the name Joshua. When Moses sent them to explore Canaan, he said, "Go up through the Negev and on into the hill country. See what the land is like and whether the people who live there are strong or weak, few or many. What kind of land do they live in? Is it good or bad? What kind of towns do they live in? Are they unwalled or fortified? How is the soil? Is it fertile or poor? Are there trees in it or not? Do your best to bring back some of the fruit of the land." It was the season for the first ripe grapes. So they went up and explored the land from the desert of Zin as far as Rehob, toward Lebo Hamath. They went up through the Negev and came to Hebron, where Ahiman, Sheshai, and Talmai, the descendants of Anak, lived. Hebron had been built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. When they reached the valley of Eshcol, they cut off a branch bearing a single cluster of grapes. 2 of them carried it on a pole between them, along with some pomegranates and figs. That place was called the Valley of Eshcol because of the cluster of grapes the Israelites cut off there. At the end of 40 days, they returned from exploring the land. They came back to Moses and Aaron and the whole Israelite community of Kadesh, in the desert of Paran. There they reported to them and to the whole assembly and showed them the fruit of the land. They gave Moses this account. We went into the land in which you sent us, and it does flow with milk and honey. Here is its fruit. But the people who live there are powerful, and the cities are fortified and very large. We even saw descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites live in the Negev. The Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites live in the hill country, and the Canaanites live near the sea and along the Jordan. Then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, "We should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it." But the men who had gone up with him said, "We can't attack those people. They are stronger than we are." And they spread among the Israelites a bad report about the land they had explored. They said, "The land we explored devours those living in it. All the people we saw there are of great size. We saw the Nephilim there, the descendants of Anak, come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them." Okay, and that concludes the reading for today from day 5. And I'm going to close in prayer. God, I thank you so much for this new day. Thank you for anybody that has joined today. And God, I ask that you help us to be gracious to ourselves. Lord, if we're tired, help us to do our best. If we don't want to do something that you've put before us, Lord, help us to remember that you've called us to it and that you will equip us to bring us through. Father, keep us healthy and strong so that we can be wonderful hands and feet all the days of our lives. Lord, let us be wise in your eyes and not in the world's eyes. Let us be strong. Let us be good stewards of our money, our time, our energy, our bodies. And let us be reminded of those around us. Sometimes life can be really hard and we can keep our eyes fixed on ourselves. But I ask that you help us to see the needs around us and to help us to meet those needs when we can. And I thank you for the Bible, for the word, that it is good for instruction, reproof, and growing us and teaching us. Encourage us to meditate on it day and night, and to be reminded of it as we go throughout our day or as we sleep. And we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So as I don't know how the sound quality is right now. I'm still testing out this new mic. It is the Hollyland Lark A1. Hope it was good. If you thought it was good and it was helpful, it would be so useful if you could comment below and say, yeah, it worked well, or you need to adjust some things. Also, another noise barrier that just happened. I try so hard to find a quiet environment. The radiator came on. The furnace, that's the word. The furnace came on because it's probably 20 degrees or cooler right now. And I'm very temperature sensitive, so I have heat. So I don't know if you can still hear the birds. I hope you can. The birds are beautiful. I'm just going to turn my camera for a second. I don't know if you can see this, but I have my cat just passed out beside me. This is Sergey, pick Sergey. It means white rice cake. and it is a beautiful day outside. This little boy, he missed me so much last night. When we went away on our trip to Edmonton and we came back, he was like so conflicted. He's like, you were gone. So he hid from me under the bed, and then he complained when I didn't come to him. But now he's here quietly passed out beside me. I hope that you have good companions to go with you throughout this day. Things that stuck with me about the passage today is to trust the Lord where he leads you. To doubt the Lord. It is human to doubt the Lord, but the Bible shows us that he can be trusted, that he is faithful to meet our needs, and that he goes before us, he prepares for us. He met the needs of the Israelites, he kept them safe, he kept them fed, they had shelters, he led them, he guided them. And then when he brought them to a new place and they doubted a little bit, they had a lot of questions, and it's okay to question things. It's important to have those conversations with God. And hi, welcome, thank you for joining. I'm just about to wrap up. But yeah, part of growing our relationship with the Lord is bringing things to him. So if you have any thoughts, concerns, questions, or admonishments you'd like to share with him today, I want to encourage you to bring that to the Lord today. And I'm so glad that you're here. If you have anything you'd like to say to encourage or support, please comment below. Check out any links below. I've got quite a few. I hope that you'll join me on this journey. Tomorrow I'm going to be reading Proverbs chapter 4 to chapter 7, day 6. And then for day 7 this week, I'm going to take a pause. So if you're following along with me and you want to catch up on any readings, or if you want to check out any of the links in the playlist so far, I encourage you to go back and to check it out. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye.